Welcome to Wrestling Over Everything, Daddy. We are a very funny wrestling podcast out of the Central Valley of California. I'm Andrew. That's Dusty.
Americo
I love that we're doing this. We're
dream.
doing
Hey,
we're doing Dusty Rhodes the weekend of the 250th, which is perfect. Apologize for my mic sound. I have moved. This will not always be the mic sound. This is just what we're dealing with right now. We're remodeling. Get off my balls about it.
yeah.
Okay. So we've also got follow us on the YouTube, the TikTok, your favorite podcast app. The biggest thing is YouTube, though. Dusty, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Andrew's stuck in the back rooms, which is a reference he doesn't get, but I'm hoping someone who listens to this will.
Dusty just explained the back room.
We're hoping to get him out of the back rooms soon.
I'm
We'll see how that goes.
where the big boss man took people to apply his enhanced interrogation techniques. You know,
yeah. Outside, you're on a black site, a big boss man black site for enhanced questioning.
it is black site lighting because the owner of this house loves really bright, goddamn center of the ceiling lighting everywhere in the house, and that is just not
Continue with
my
the
hashtag
overheads.
style.
Yeah, I remember whenever you were talking about redesigning a room one time, and you were like, "All I want is like ambient off-center
Yeah.
light. I don't want any direct light. I want weird. I want it on a wall that'll bounce off something else that'll then catch me. I need space between me and the light."
Exactly, dude. I don't need my place lit up like a doctor's office or a grocery
Yeah.
store. And this is the thing. We've talked about this before. Vaughn's used to be the best grocery store. The reason that they used to be the best grocery store, they dimmed the lights a little bit. We don't need life to be so bright. Sorry, I'm having indigestion. But now, anyway, today,
talking about a man who might shop at a Vaughn's or work at a Vaughn's, depending on how these vignettes work out.
I knew a man named Von Daddy. That guy sold me some produce.
He had apples, pears, and tangerines, Daddy.
Oh, and that eggplant was so sweet.
We are talking about Dusty Rhodes, in case you can't tell by our impressions.
Yeah.
But specifically Dusty Rhodes' run in the WWF. And I have some big thoughts on this as an adult, as I have not revisited most of this material since I was a kid. I have some different thoughts than perhaps when I was a kid that we can unpack as we go.
I'm excited for that, and I just want to let you guys know you're gonna hear me do the impression a lot during this episode.
There's a big impression. This is like if we're in the back rooms, the impressions of Dusty Rhodes are a load-bearing wall for the back room of this episode.
Yeah, I need you guys to understand. You're gonna be impressed.
You'll be mystified and magified, baby.
This episode is gonna be very impressive, Daddy. And what I mean by that is it's gonna be filled with impressions.
I don't want to do a whole Dusty Rhodes backstory at this point because we're going to talk about the man again. So I'll have more time to flesh out all of Dusty Rhodes' backstory. But I did find out from looking up his Wikipedia, he was once billed from Diablo Canyon, Colorado, and that's where I will be billed from going forward for the rest of my life.
Hey, tell him I'm Diablo Canyon.
That's the Devil's Canyon, baby. You don't want to mess around with
the Devil's Canyon, baby. They'll be real scared of that.
Yeah, that must have been when he was a heel. Like he's part of the Hellraisers, so he must have been from Diablo Canyon. He's just looking for tough names on a map, you know.
100%.
So we're gonna just kind of jump in. Dusty Rhodes in the mid '80s for Jim Crockett Promotions was the booker, and like led to a lot of the success of mid to late '80s Jim Crockett Promotions, and by and large the NWA. Starrcade, have you heard of it? That's Dusty Rhodes.
Mm-hmm. The War
Dusty
Games.
Rhodes, yeah, the War Games. Have you heard of it? That's Dusty Rhodes. Feud with Ric Flair at Starrcade '85, The Gathering, which is an awesome name for a pay-per-view. That's Dusty Rhodes.
Also an awesome name for a big music festival where debauchery and Fago happens.
that may have honestly had Dusty Rhodes as a luminary once. I don't know.
I
It
gotta
seems
admit,
like the
man,
gathering
I kind of want to go to the gathering
might hit up a gathering.
just for like a day. I know
Yeah,
I'm not going to relate to any of these people. I know just awful things happen there, but I want to walk
yeah.
around the gathering for a day.
It's definitely it's a scene, baby.
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes will tell you the American dream. He saw a lot of America that weekend.
Boy, the theater. Nobody wears a
And
shirt
so
anywhere.
and Violent J pays the Dusty Rhodes going rate. Um, but towards the end of the 80s, things are not going so well for Jim Crockett Promotions. Turns out a lot of Dusty Rhodes booking philosophy has started to wear thin. A lot of dusty finishes in 1988, 1987. For anybody that doesn't know, and I don't know if you listen to this show, I will explain a dusty finish to you, but I assume if you listen to this wrestling show, you know what a dusty finish is. But it's essentially in a big championship match where it would appear that the babyface wins the title, but then through some sort of chicanery, he's been disqualified or counted out or something where the decision is reversed and the heel gets the belt back. This is your classic Ric Flair taps out to a move but had previously been thrown over the top rope, and so that negates the tap out. That is a dusty finish.
Dusty Rhodes wrestled at the Gathering of the Juggalos in 2004. He wrestled against Terry Funk and Rude Boy, also referred to as Rudy Hill, as part of the JCW, which is Juggalo Championship Wrestling events during the festival. The who do you think won?
I'm going Terry Funk wins that one.
The Rude Boy defeated Dusty Rhodes and Terry Funk in that.
I should have known Terry Funk would lose to the Rude Boy because Terry Funk is such a wonderful man. I would, if I were there, if I were Terry Funk's friend, there's no fucking way you do the job for the Rude Boy. You're Terry goddamn Funk. Put your foot down,
You
man.
don't tell me what to do.
That Rude Boy, he's got something.
Yeah, he hits like a hammer.
He's just a Sublime fan, the Rude Boy. He's completely culturally negligent, impossible these days to be the Rude Boy.
I'm trying to find a picture of the Rude Boy. Oh man. All right. Just looks like a guy from Tulare.
So Sublime fan. He could just be a guy who's into Sublime.
Let me see. Share. They changed my buttons, so I'm figuring it out. There it is. There's the Rude Boy.
Yeah.
That's the Rude Boy. That guy I beat. Dusty Rhodes and Terry Funk.
Yeah. 3-time NWA champion Dusty Rhodes and former NWA champion Terry Funk laid down for the Rude Boy.
Anyway,
well,
sorry for the segue.
No. So when Jim Crockett Promotion was sold to TBS, the TBS executives were like, hey, we need to cut down on the amount of violence that's on this show. The show's way too violent. So like we are instigating a no blood policy. This is in the November of 1988. And if you know about the NWA, you know you got to have blood. The Southern wrestling has to have blood. It's like it's one of the key components of Southern wrestling.
And that's the interesting thing about like, because like Dusty Rhodes, his arms have massive scars on them.
Yeah.
Did they blade their arms?
Yeah. Because
my forehead eventually stopped bleeding, Daddy. There's nothing left in there.
And you didn't want it to. I mean, they thought about it maybe more at the time of like, well, you don't always bleed from the middle of your forehead. Sometimes you would bleed. In theory, in a fight, you might bleed from a different place.
The top of the arm is a weird place, but I do understand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't know. You're brawling. We were wrestling, baby. We were down in the mud and the blood and the beer.
Yeah, we were fisticuffing.
Daddy.
We were.
Yeah.
He's wanting to rip the
time, Dusty Rhodes is trying to turn the Road Warriors heel. Nobody wants the Road Warriors to turn heel, but Dusty's got this idea to make them the monster heel tag team again after they were baby faces. So as part of that angle and in defiance of TBS's no blood policy, he ran an angle where Road Warrior Animal tried to, or at least in kayfabe, blinded Dusty Rhodes with one of the spikes from their shoulder pads, and like cut the shit out of his eye, and he's bleeding everywhere
Can't do
from the
nothing. I
eye.
can't ever. I'm never gonna see again.
My God, I've been blinded. Lord save me, like Saul on the road to Damascus. I'm blinded. Lord help me.
Me and Ray Charles, we can see the same.
And Stevie Wonder, although I've read some interesting theories, that perhaps not.
I know a guy.
So
I know a guy who knows Stevie Wonder, swears up and down the dude can see. But the guy that I know is also a moron. So I don't know if it's true, but there's a picture of Dusty bleeding from the arm that's probably going to get us demonetized. But we don't make any money on this shit anyway.
Yeah, we're here for the laughs and the history.
It says long suffering Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah. Oh, daddy.
Can you put it on there that I'm long suffering?
Well, long and hard has been the road of the American dream. A computer took my job, daddy. So, of course,
it
they're
is,
like,
it
dude,
is hard times for my upper deltoid.
So of course they're like, hey man, we literally just told you you can't have blood on this show,
Yeah.
and then you ran an angle where you were blinded in front of children on TV. So they fired Dusty Rhodes as both booker and talent.
I feel like
NWA.
I feel like they wouldn't have fired him if everything else was going great.
Yeah, it was kind of a double-edged, or like a two-pronged attack.
Because it's Dusty Rhodes, like
right.
it's like a I've been chewed out before situation.
Right. Well, he might have thought, "Oh, I've been chewed out before."
Yeah.
I can imagine Dusty Rhodes, God bless him, being a guy who's like, "I'm too big to fail."
Yeah.
You gonna fire the American Dream?
Yeah, you're gonna fire Dusty Rhodes. You can't fire.
Yeah.
Rhodes.
So back in the 70s, Dusty Rhodes had worked for Vince McMahon's dad, Vince Sr., in WWF. He had like a short run where he was the top babyface taking on superstar Billy Graham for the WWF title, sold out Madison Square Garden. So there was like not exactly a working relationship, or a little bit sort of a tentative, oh, he's been there. He's not opposed to going there. So he goes to Florida, which is one of his strongholds, and tries to get Florida back up on its feet in 1989 as the top star there. But territory wrestling, the bell had been tolled on territory wrestling at that point.
Yeah.
And while he was down there, he ran into Bobby Heenan, who was like, hey, Vince would want you to come up here and work for him. And so he calls Vince, and Vince is basically like, I don't want you to worry about anything. You don't have to book. You don't have to do anything. Just come out, be Dusty Rhodes. We'd love to have you. So that's how we get to Dusty in the WWF. And I feel like the primary thing that people remember are the vignettes leading up to the debut of Dusty Rhodes. Because like it is not overstating that he is very famous. Like, even though the NWA doesn't have the same level of fame as the WWF, people know who Dusty Rhodes is. He's been the top star, top babyface there for, multiple years. So
I would argue, based solely on my knowledge, you know more about wrestling than I do, but every time I hear about Dusty Rhodes in the WWF, what gets brought up is the polka dots. I think that's what he is remembered for, probably.
Yeah, so I suppose it would be the vignettes if you were around at the time,
Yeah.
and the polka dots if not, because I don't know how many people have seen these vignettes. These vignettes are like, they're one of my favorite things from when I was a kid and I'd watch WWF. Like, if a new guy's coming in, they'd find some thing to do to introduce him, and it was like, Mr. Perfect is great at every sport, and they'd show him like throwing a touchdown to himself, or hitting a million 3-pointers in a row or whatever. But Dusty Rhodes, they've taken the American Dream, and they're like, they boiled the essence down to like, he's the common man, he's an everyman sort of thing,
Has all the normal jobs.
Right, which is the American dream, but in cartoon late 80s WWF, that means that he has 50 jobs. He's basically a gig worker, which would be a great gimmick for 2026 where you need 15 jobs to survive. But we see Dusty first. He works for Americana Pizza on the side of his Volkswagen Bug. And my wife got a kick out of the fact that on the front of his what would you call it? I don't want to call it the thing that's pejorative. His undershirt. On his undershirt, it just says pizza.
I think we can say.
I know, hey, Chris Hero, the wrestler, got in trouble for being called the WB back in the day.
Well, he was called that. You know what I mean? I do not know why we call that shirt that. That is weird that we call that shirt that. But I'm okay with the tank top. How about a tank top?
Yeah. He's got. I was really upset. The Dusty Rhodes is holding no regard for this pizza. He's like turning the box sideways, and he's got it pressed up against his body. That pizza's slipping and sliding all over the place.
Oh, dude, he's paying no mind to this pizza. And
no,
he sings a song. I wish I knew the melody of the song, but I have the lyrics down. I'm the pizza man, do whatever I can because I'm the ever-loving Americana pizza man. This is the thing.
And he's like,
go ahead.
Oh, it's I think is what's on the pizza? Is it chicken feet on one of them? I think he said
it was.
There's something weird on it.
It was like pig hooves or something like that.
Oh, pig hooves. Yeah. It was like
pig's feet. It's pig's feet.
Pepperoni combination, and of course, world famous Pig Feet's Pizza.
Yeah.
Americana Pizza Special. So, and then at the end of all of these, it's somebody, while Dusty Rhodes is making his face to the camera, the person goes, "Hey, aren't you?" And then they cut out.
Yeah.
That's the entire thing.
It takes. It's so funny that it always takes the exact length of the vignette for them to recognize the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
As opposed to like if Cody Rhodes delivered the pizza that I'm definitely going to order tomorrow for 4th of July, I'd immediately be like, "Oh fuck, that's Cody Rhodes."
Yeah.
You're
not, and if you're not, "Oh fuck, that's Cody Rhodes" in the first like 45 seconds, you probably don't know who like recognize Cody Rhodes. But it takes these
Dusty
people
Rhodes,
a minute and 20 seconds. He's fixing their toilet.
Yeah. Dusty Rhodes is not a guy who looks like other guys. It's not a Dylan McDermott, Dermot Mulroney situation. He only looks like Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of somebody who looks like Dusty Rhodes. You know what I mean?
Dustin Rhodes.
A little bit.
That's it.
A little bit. Yeah.
So then he's the gas man, and I think he's singing the same song. I'm the gas man. I do what I can. I'm the Americana gas man. And each time he's got a new undershirt that says what his job is on it. So it's pizza, then gas, and then on and on we go.
My favorite part of the gas man thing, because this is like a full service gas station where they pump your gas for you and everything.
Yeah.
There's a part where he's cleaning the windshield for the lady because he's the nicest gas man of all time because he's a common man.
Right.
And he's squeegeeing the windshield. He's got a towel in his hand. He's got a towel in his pocket, and he wipes off the squeegee with his bare hand.
Well, he doesn't want to mix his towels up.
Yeah, he probably got oil on them towels.
He's not cross-contaminating the towels. Yeah. He also works at a butcher shop, and this one really upset me. You know how I am about my food safety and my food cleanliness.
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes is wearing a butcher's apron with no shirt.
No shirt on
just
underneath.
Nips akimbo. From Dusty Rhodes.
If you brought it up to him, he'd be like, "You don't know how dirty my shirts are, Daddy. This is as clean as they get.
This is actually the most sanitary option available, Daddy.
You want to smell one of my shirts? I can set that up."
Yeah. I don't know that Americana beef is up to code. That's all. The Americana butcher shop, I don't know what rating they're getting from the city food inspector.
Did you hear their slogan? At the
Go
end,
ahead.
He says,
I don't think it.
And he laughs in the middle of it because he knows it's stupid. He goes, "You can't beat my prices, but you can beat my meat." And then,
That's right.
He smiles. And then you hear, "Hey, aren't you?" But
Yeah, yeah. He should have slapped a side of the beef. That would have been the ultimate capper after
yeah,
like
because the hard thing is, like, you've been talking up your meat the whole time. So the double
yeah,
entendre, I understand. I'm not a dumb man, but it also you're
right.
also disparaging your meat. You're sneak
Yeah.
dissing that meat that you called the Americana ground beef that you were talking up so much.
Yeah. Also, Americana ground beef does sound like it would be sold at Walmart. It's like the Kirkland
I'd be
brand
all over it.
of beef. Oh yeah, give it to me. What do I care? It's the same. It's all becoming the same meat products,
Yeah,
you know. And then lastly, he's a plumber. Famously, Dusty Rhodes, son of a plumber.
yeah,
You
following
know,
in his daddy's footsteps.
yeah. Look, I'm not a prude. I'm not a, I'm not, I don't have a weak stomach. We're just talking about going to see Jackass,
Yep.
best and last.
Mhm.
Do they have to show the poop that's in this toilet
And I just
in,
wrote
in this vignette?
I wrote awful mess in the toilet because it's like,
Yeah,
and it's not like the thing about it. Pretty lady there.
yeah. Well, Dusty Rhodes sneaks a peek at her.
Oh yeah,
He's checking her
he
out while she's walking by.
he's on board.
He's like,
But
yeah, yeah. I
I'm
may be
not.
married, but I'm still a man, Daddy.
Listen, lady didn't give any explanation. I feel like if husband did this or somebody else did this, she'd be saying over and over and over again, "I can't believe my
Right.
big flatulent nephew came over."
Yeah.
She did this. Second of all, there's no toilet paper in that toilet.
Yeah. Oh,
This is
she's
just a whole beef stew situation.
that's a yeah, dude, I would if that toilet's broken, I'm not calling a plumber until I've got that situation at least somewhat
Oh, dude, yeah.
managed on my
I'm
own. Like,
sacrificing a bowl to get all that stuff out of there,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
just tell them, "Hey, I know that there's nothing in this, but I know it's clogged as well. So if you could take care of this." If you were
Please,
the plumber in this situation, Dusty, because I know Dusty Godwin would never be a plumber.
I do not plumb. God
Dusty,
bless again, God bless him, not for me.
yeah, Dusty would die before he became a plumber, and I know that for
Yeah.
sure. So if you were a plumber and you saw that in the toilet, would you walk up and say, "Oh, we got a myth here. Look at this barbecue."
Dude, it's
That's what Dusty Rhodes said.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe as another Dusty, that might be what
That is
happens.
true, yeah.
Who knows? So here's another thing. He swaps. He goes in and he's like, "Don't worry about any sounds coming out of here, baby. Leave Dusty to his work."
Yeah.
And then he opens the door and he's got the toilet that now also has poop like all over it.
Yeah,
It's
and
on the seat and it's on the thing, and he's taking it out of the bathroom,
they did not
right?
do a good job of making it less not obvious that somebody just got whatever they used as poop product and just on their fingers and just kind of wiped it around the toilet, because it's
Yeah.
like it's very clearly just fingers.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so what's Dusty doing in
Look,
there? You know what I mean? But
yeah, yeah.
yeah, he just
I've
he said he did a
seen
triple bypass.
right. But then there's then it cuts and now there's a sparkling clean toilet in there. Is that the same toilet? Did he buy a new toilet and install it where the old toilet was? Was he just like, this toilet is fucked beyond repair. We can't do anything with it.
What
Or is it just he took it outside, hit it with the hose, and brought it back in?
Also, I feel like this isn't a new toilet situation. With clogged toilet, you don't have to replace the toilet generally.
Right, right.
You know,
They never said he was a good plumber.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
just a plumber.
No matter what the toilet issue is,
Yeah.
he just gives you a new toilet.
Yeah, he's look, I
It's
don't want to
still
touch
clogged,
it.
but it's clean, Daddy.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it. I left my snake at home. I'm so sorry.
I don't have the proper chemicals, but I do
Yeah,
have a spare toilet. I do have a spare latrine in the truck.
Yeah. I thought these vignettes could have went on forever. Dusty Rhodes truck driver. I'm shocked we didn't get Dusty Rhodes truck driver. That's a big tinfoil from the from the American Dream on the CB radio, Daddy.
He's just annoying everybody.
uh,
Hey, you're clogging
yeah,
up the lines, dude. We're sick of your garbage. Hey, aren't
yeah,
you?
yeah. So there I was in the Charlotte Auditorium, me and Ric Flair, Daddy. No, I know. I you told us 7 times. It was The Gathering, Daddy.
All right, everybody, we're
It's-
going over to channel 3.
yeah, don't.
So psychopath. I'm on my way, baby.
Yeah. Dusty Rhodes Mailman seems like a slam dunk.
I can see that.
Uh,
I can see
and
that.
then so many catalogs, baby.
Trash man.
Yeah, Trash Man is my last one. Yeah, I think he might have been a Trash Man, and that one just wasn't on YouTube. So yeah, I had to go with what I had. Um, but like I think they're they're fine. There's like Dusty Rhodes does make these entertaining.
He does,
Yeah,
and
even
he's just so likable. When I first saw him, because this is my first time seeing these vignettes. I've seen Dusty Rhodes in WWF. I haven't seen these vignettes. When I first saw him, I wrote down, "Is this whole episode gonna be what did they do to my boy?" Like, because like
yeah,
I know the polka dots and the sidekick and all these things. Vince kind of tried, like the rumor is Vince kind of tried to embarrass Dusty Rhodes a little bit,
yeah,
but he was really likable. And this kind of shows you, though, a lot of the stuff in this episode, in this playlist that we watched, shows you kind of why, in my opinion, why WWF started scripting everything. Because even Dusty, when he doesn't have a script, he's like repeating things, and you can tell he's
yeah,
like searching for things to say sometimes, and he's one of the best. But like, Sensational Sherry in the promo later on is just
yeah,
having a fever dream on camera, and we don't, so we need to rein some people in, is what I'm saying,
yeah.
But
There's like the guys who can do it, and even there's sort of a charm to the fumbling through it. But then as you get further down the ladder of how good someone is, then you start to really get into trouble as far as improv, bad improv.
yeah, and every year it seems like the American viewing audience gets a little bit more self-important, so we don't allow as much goofiness as it goes, including myself. You know what I mean? If this
Yeah,
came out, if these vignettes were happening and it was Otis, I'd probably hate him.
yeah. But also Dusty Rhodes and Otis are, you're talking degrees of talent there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are they
Yeah.
are they are severely different
Yeah,
performers.
they're diametrically opposed as far as uh so far as
Yeah.
their abilities. So SummerSlam 1989 is the pay-per-view debut for the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. We watched his match from East Rutherford, New Jersey at the Meadowlands. 20,000 people in attendance. I have to ask you, Andrew, based on this one match, did you feel the heat? Which was the tagline of SummerSlam '89.
Man, I don't know if I felt the heat. I did like the match because, dude, just watching the Honky Tonk Man and the Big Boss Man, like when I see them, I feel like I'm in like a fun, cool era every time.
Yeah,
And
man versus man and man.
any of the mans, Repo Man,
Yeah,
Tugboat Man, but
yeah,
they come out and they do like a brief, each guy gets like 4 seconds dance battle
yeah, yeah.
before the
This
match.
is this is Honky Tonk Man versus Dusty Rhodes. Facing the Honky Tonk Man at SummerSlam is good work if you can get it, because the previous year Ultimate Warrior beat him in 30 seconds to win the Intercontinental Championship. Uh, the this is a big for me,
Did that
a
end his long
big
run?
that ended his run, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then he just did jobs, endless jobs forever.
Well, I guess it's
Um,
over, Roy. Isn't that his
I
name,
guess
Roy?
oh man, what is his name? Wayne.
Wayne.
Wayne Ferris.
It's very
It's downhill from here, Wayne. Um,
so, dude, I don't know why I said oh, it is Roy. His real name is Roy Wayne Ferris, so he probably went by
oh, okay.
Wayne. But
Yeah,
he looks like such a Wayne.
yeah, I mean, this to me, there's a big debate on the song battle here, because Honky Tonk Man is a great
It is a
theme
good
song.
song.
But the Common Man Boogie, that's a 10 out of 10. That scorches the earth as far as wrestling theme songs go.
It's
Like
got
it's in the highest echelon it can be.
because it's got what you need. It's got the first 1 second. Like that's the thing with like nowadays with content creation, like on YouTube, I mean on like YouTube Shorts and Reels and TikTok and all that.
Mhm.
They say the first 3 seconds has to hook them. With a wrestling intro, a wrestling theme song, it's the first like millisecond that has to
Yeah.
get you because that's the or the
Yeah, yeah.
you think you
Can
know
you
me.
smell what the Rock is
Yeah,
cooking?
so like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the just American that just gets you immediately, and then the groove
Yeah.
is good, the singing's cool. Like, did Jimmy Hart make both of them? I
I
think Jimmy
believe those
Hart
are
made
both
both of
Jimmy
them.
Hart joints. Yeah,
I wonder
yeah.
if Jimmy Hart
That's
when Dusty's walking out, Jimmy's like, "Yeah, I did that shit, dude. I did
yeah,
that."
yeah. That's me, dog.
Yeah.
That's
Well, so was this the debut of his song? Did he do it in other
no,
places, or was this his?
because I think he had been on TV because he already has stolen the Big Boss Man's hat and nightstick for some other from some other interaction, and then he wrestles the Honky Tonk Man at the pay per view instead of the Big Boss Man.
He's surly,
So
man.
yeah, like you said, there's like this is such a the crowd will pop for it. Like they are so hot.
Yeah.
There's so many theatrics in this match. There is very little wrestling
No.
to be had. But like these guys are masters. They just work the crowd. The Honky Tonk Man gets put in an arm bar by Dusty Rhodes, and then Dusty Rhodes messes up his hair, and the crowd acts like it's game 7 of the Stanley Cup or whatever. Oh, his hair, he hates that. He must hate that.
His one weakness. That was his retirement hair.
Yeah.
Do you think, because they kept calling him Honky during the match,
Yeah.
do you think there was ever like a black dude watching one of these matches, and when they keep saying Honky does this, they're like, which one is he talking about? Because it's
Yeah.
Honky Tonk Man and Dusty Rhodes. Like, I've seen
No, I
two of
think
these
that
motherfuckers.
yeah. This whole thing. This whole event.
No,
There's
they
the
probably
li
know who the Honky Tonk Man is.
yeah, the lightest, and I mean, like, graze you with a feather megaphone shot from Honky Tonk Man to Dusty Rhodes in his stomach, so for Honky to get the heat here.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out, I don't think Dusty takes a bump in this match that isn't controlled by Dusty Rhodes. Like, no one he's not getting slammed, he's not taking a bump off a move from Honky Tonk. It's all like if Dusty Rhodes falls down, he's falling down of his own power.
I mean, man, he's already almost 45 years old when this match happened.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, and he's a big boy. He is a big
Yeah.
boy. And if 45 in Dusty Rhodes years, 45 and hitting the road with the NWA and all those scars on your arm,
them's hard years, daddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then Rhodes starts his comeback. He's doing the flip flop and fly, the punches and the elbow. There's a referee bump in this match. We got to get the ref bump so that Honky Tonk Man can obviously, though he must be like all heels in this era are like the Road Runner, because it's like, or like Wile E. Coyote, because he's like, I got the guitar. How many times has the guitar ever worked for me hitting somebody with it?
Yeah.
It's got to be this time.
Yeah.
And I'll let Jimmy Hart do it. No way this turns out bad for me.
Yeah, I wrote down, I'd like to see the statistics on how many times Jimmy Hart hit fucking the Honky Tonk Man in the head with his guitar, because I bet Jimmy hit Honky Tonk in the head with that guitar more often than Honky Tonk ever hit anybody in the head with that guitar.
Yeah, the OPS on that is huge. We're talking all time Barry Bonds in the 2003 numbers for Honky Tonk Man getting hit with his own guitar. So he's hoisted on his own petard, as is often the case.
Hoisted on his own guitar.
Hosted on his own guitar.
Right.
And then Dusty hits the big elbow. This match is 11 minutes, or no, I'm sorry, 9 minutes and 36 seconds. It gets 1 star from Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter. I was gifted by my grandma a VHS copy of SummerSlam 89 in 1992.
Dude, your grandma
She said it
so much stuff, dude.
Yeah.
This isn't the one that was on. No, it couldn't have been. It couldn't have been on the Aladdin VHS. What was on the Aladdin VHS?
Toys.
Oh.
There's Aladdin and toys. And
Okay.
I have to tell you,
Okay.
toys didn't get a lot of repeat viewing. Toys freaked me out when I was a kid, so it was just I'm just running back the tape on Aladdin.
I wasn't allowed to watch Toys. I watched it as an adult, and it wasn't that good. I'm glad I
No,
saw it because I love Robin. I
yeah.
appreciate that they did something weird, but I will never watch that movie again in my
I've
life.
I've always heard that it's bad, so I've never seen it. But yeah, so think about this. 1992, I open up the care package for my grandma for Christmas or my birthday or something, and there's a VHS tape in there that is SummerSlam '89. So the 3 years old SummerSlam is what I'm being gifted. But guess what? I don't care. That's a wrestling tape I own. I don't have to rent it from the video store. And I watched the shit out of
Dude,
SummerSlam
I
'89.
like your grandma, dude.
Yeah,
God rest her soul.
yeah, she was pretty good.
I am being told by the internet that that was the only time that Jimmy Hart ever hit the honky tonk man with his own guitar.
Well, I find that hard to
I
believe,
don't
but
know
all
if that
right.
is true, but I'm being told by the internet that that is the case. I
Um,
doubt it. I know that's not the only time the honky tonk man got hit by his own guitar. We
yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
The beginning of SummerSlam '89 is burned into my head because it would be like action shot of a wrestler doing a move and then like a summer activity. Guy jet skis, Ultimate Warrior does the gorilla press slam. Dusty Rhodes does the elbow drop. Guy hits the golf ball, and I, in my like 8-year-old brain, was trying to tie together like why those two scenes were going together, and it was like in my head they have to be comparing to each other. So I was making huge leaps of logic. Like, okay, the golf swing, the backswing of that is kind of like the Dusty Rhodes big elbow. You're getting the momentum going, and that's what makes it devastating, either to the golf ball or to the honky tonk man. Um,
That's listen, I remember being an idiot. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like we
Or
all
there was a lady who had her sunglasses and then she lifted them up and then it cut with Rick Rude doing the Rude Awakening. And I was like, okay, so he's pushing down and she's pushing up and it's opposites.
well,
And
because
so
her glasses are flipping up, that is
yeah.
she is awakening. You know,
Yeah, right.
that
There
represents
you
the
go.
eyes opening.
Yeah.
SummerSlam '89, one of the greatest wrestling posters of all time, in my opinion. I
Yeah.
can't find a non-blurry picture of it, unfortunately. But we've got Mr. Hulk Hogan versus Brutus Barber the Beefcake, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Ed Leslie has made an
Yep.
appearance.
Yep.
And we've got Zeus versus Macho Man Randy Savage with Sensational Sherry. Macho Man is pointing at the old beefcake over there.
Yep.
Just a really
No.
good poster, in my opinion.
Now I could see why you would think that was the breakdown, but it is actually Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake against Zeus and the Macho King, Randy
Oh
Savage.
man, I read it wrong.
Yeah, that's the tag match.
Oh,
It's a tag
versus in the
match.
middle. Yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah,
100%.
yeah.
And we watched that match, I believe, at some
We
point.
have seen that match. We've actually watched this whole event because this actually has a Heart Foundation versus Brainbusters match that we hold in high esteem, much higher than Dave Meltzer's fucking bullshit 2.5 stars or whatever he gave it.
Listen,
That's a that's a
I
good ass
hardly
match.
remember, but I believe you. This is a clearer
Yeah.
version, but it's video gamified.
Yeah.
Um, and
Good poster.
really good poster.
Awesome poster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his first big feud is with the Big Boss Man, which is actually kind of funny. And maybe the reason they did this is because Dusty Rhodes, while Ray Traylor was a jobber in Jim Crockett promotion in the mid 80s, in 1984, he took notice of Ray Traylor for being like a big athletic dude who was just doing jobs. And so Dusty, because he's the booker, took him off of TV for a few months and then reintroduced him as Big Bubba Rogers, baby. And then had a feud with him all across the nation, sold out a bunch of places having a feud with Big Bubba, because Big Bubba was the bodyguard for Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where you get
Jimmy,
Jimmy, you
you
fell
fell
fast.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but I believe
One of
Dusty
my favorite wrestling quotes of all time.
I believe Big Bubba Rogers and Dusty Rhodes held the record for a lot of years in like Philadelphia or something for the NWA for like the biggest drawing house. It's a very successful program that actually helped catapult uh Ray Traylor to the WWF as the Big Boss Man.
Well, and they have like it's perfect. The common man fights against the corrupt cop, so he's fighting against the authority. Ray Traylor was like, listen, the big boss man figured out how to wrestle as if a corrupt cop would wrestle the same way.
Right.
He's furious. He's using his weight a lot. He's a bully. And I don't know. I really enjoyed watching these two guys wrestle each other.
Yeah, we get a promo with Mean Gene where Dusty Rhodes comes out with the big boss man's hat and nightstick that he has stolen. And then Dusty Rhodes says the word on the street from the brothers is Dusty Rhodes is to face litigation.
Yeah,
from the big boss man, and then Dusty Rhodes is talking about how he's gonna send out Americana justice, baby.
Yeah, he says Dusty Rhodes is to be tried. He is to face litigation. He is to be interrogated in public. Woo! And then he goes, and then later on in the thing, he goes, "You ought to be tried." He's talking Big Boss Man now.
Yeah.
You ought to be tried. You ought to face Americana justice, and I will carry out the execution if you will, Daddy.
Yeah.
That's a direct quote.
I don't think that he can face litigation from the Big Boss Man. That's a different guy. If there were a lawyer, that's being sued, right? Is litigation.
I don't know if when I hear litigation, I think of a lawsuit,
right?
But I don't know if litigation,
unless the Big Boss Man is also suing to get his hat and nightstick back.
A lawsuit. I'm trying to find the actual definition of litigation, but I believe you are true. I don't think we should spend too much time on this.
My favorite part of this is Dusty Rhodes goes, "If I catch you in any arena, in any street, in any building, in any back alley, in any bar room, in any dance hall, our fugitive's name is Richard Kimball. He's been on the loose for 90 minutes. We need a search of every gas station, residence, warehouse, farmhouse, hen house, outhouse, and doghouse in the area."
We didn't find him in the doghouse.
No, makes me think of Tommy Lee Jones from The Fugitive. He's just naming different places where he can find the Big Boss Man. This is a good Dusty Rhodes promo, which I felt was kind of lacking throughout this particular thing that we watched in his WWF career. Like, he doesn't have the hard times promo. He doesn't have the reach out your hand, and if your hand is touching my hand through the TV, like
the Peter Popov ass.
yeah, he doesn't get the Benny Hinn in WWF. But this is a good promo. And then of course the dance. He forces Mean Gene to cut a rug with him after he's threatening to beat the dog shit out of Big Boss Man in the street.
And Mean Gene obliges because it's contagious.
Yeah. They were also in Fresno, California, apparently, for this. I was not in attendance, but Dusty Rhodes has walked the streets that I have walked, Daddy.
Did you ever see Dusty Rhodes?
No, unless he was at the WCW house show I went to, but I don't think that he was.
Okay.
So I don't think I ever saw Dusty Rhodes in person. That would have been awesome. Yeah. But
then we get a match. Knows. I don't know if everybody's aware of this. Dusty Godwin might be the only person in the world that was in the building when Vince McMahon tore both of his quads and when Shane McMahon tore his quad at WrestleMania. Yeah. He was there for both of them.
And I was there when Mike Tyson and Stone Cold went face to face. I've got a few under my belt, a few good ones.
Were you there in Bakersfield with the Booker T Stone Cold situation?
No, I wasn't at that one.
That would have been a big try. You would have made the news if you were there for all those things.
If I wanted to be in the grocery store, dude.
That grocery store apparently gone now. I wanted to go check it out because I lived in Bakersfield for so long, but it was something called the Green Frog or something stupid like that. I can't remember what it was called.
Probably an AI data center now.
Either that or an internment camp, but
Yeah. Depending on when this episode airs. Next up, we've got Dusty Rhodes versus Jobber, a quality jobber of the '80s, Dale Wolf, who looks like another truck driver / model airplane enthusiast.
Yeah. He looks and he definitely looks like a late 80s, early 90s jobber.
Yeah. This is only because Dusty Rhodes has changed color scheme. So we got the yellow and black polka dots for the match with Honky Tonk Man, but here he's got the red and yellow polka dots, which I don't think is an I don't think that's a better look. I don't think the red and yellow is as good. You're in Hulk Hogan's corner. You know,
Yeah, I don't
you're
think any of them are particularly good, but I would agree with you that the classic yellow and black are the better ones.
yeah.
And it was the
The
Green Frog Market. I was correct about that.
they do get an insert promo from the Big Boss Man who just says, "You stole my property, Dusty Rhodes." That upsets me.
Yeah,
Which is like he's a that's a very measured response to having your shit stolen. Is just I'm very upset
yeah.
by that turn of events,
I do
and
not I do not like that you stole my hat and my stick. I was very
I
attached
would
to that
like my
hat and
things
stick.
back. Yeah.
My captain is very annoyed that I do not have we had to replace my hat and my stick. They took it out of my
Yeah.
paycheck.
And then you know that I was hearing that at home,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I had to
So
cancel showtime.
uh Dusty hits the big elbow. There's not much there. There are a lot of people in the audience of this match doing the church clap to Dusty Rhodes' theme song, clapping on all 4 beats,
Oh, yeah.
which is infuriates me,
Yeah.
but that's fine. You know, what are you gonna
That
do?
started actually last night. There's a comedian that has a rap song that, like the comedians like it, but I think it's kinda hack, but he's a nice guy, so I enjoy it. He's an old man, and, everybody started clapping on all 4 beats, and then slowly, thank God, we
Got it.
they made it
Got
they
him to
made
that
it
2 and 4.
they made it to the 2 and
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, yeah. We get the Big Boss Man versus Dusty Rhodes this is the only big match that they had that I could find. It's on a Saturday night's main event from October 31st, 1989. Because back then there were only 4 pay-per-views. So not everything gets a pay-per-view match. This is the blow off,
Yeah.
where they get a nightstick. Anybody can use the nightstick. That's basically the they don't really explain the stipulation very well, like beforehand, but basically the nightstick is up for grabs. If you grab a nightstick, you can use it, and there's 2 nightsticks,
This
one
match
for
is
each
gonna
guy.
have a stipulation, if you will.
Daddy, I created war games. What is this nonsense? I'm talking 2K. I'm talking 2 rings, giant cage, me, the full horseman. It's the gathering, baby.
Was the Catherine, baby.
It's always the gathering.
Was he, was he in WCW for the silver dollars on a pole or whatever?
Yeah, that might have been his idea. He was on commentary, I think.
Oh, fuck.
Um,
That's the thing, I love Dusty
so
Rhodes, and I know he's, like,
yeah,
renowned for his wrestling. He was the booker for some of the worst wrestling I've ever seen in my
yeah,
life.
yeah. Well, he's also responsible in this match for some of the worst wrestling I've ever seen in my life. Big Boss Man is going real light on Dusty Rhodes here, which again, he's
Yeah,
45 years old. None of Big Boss Man's attacks look like they are intended to harm Dusty Rhodes. Like at one point, he's got him in like a submission in theory, but he's just got Dusty Rhodes' arm behind Big Boss Man's knee.
yeah.
And I was like, I could not figure out how that was supposed to hurt Dusty Rhodes.
Honky Tonk Man did the same thing. He had him in like a weird, like he had him in like a rear naked choke for a second, and then he just had him in like basically the STF standing, and he just wasn't
Yeah.
even touching his face at all.
Oh yeah,
I think,
arm over the head.
yeah.
This guy.
And then
Yeah.
one thing I do love about Big Boss Man in this match, and it's something that he does a lot, and I think this adds to his character so much, and I think it's one of my favorite. Like, you remember when Stone Cold would stomp a mud hole, and he would like be yanking the top rope for leverage the whole time?
Yeah, yeah.
So Boss Man doesn't have, because obviously Stone Cold would do that in the corner. Boss Man has him like up against the ropes, but not in the corner, and he is yanking on that rope to kick him, and
Yeah.
it makes it look so violent, and I love it. That's what I was
Yeah.
like. He really does wrestle like a corrupt cop. Like he
Right.
seems really mad
Yeah.
right now.
Um they do have Sapphire in the crowd here, but she is unnamed and she's harassing Slick, who is the Big Boss Man's manager.
Yeah,
And while that's going on, it distracts the Big Boss Man, so Dusty gets a roll up to win in 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Couldn't find a star rating for this, but this is not good wrestling
no,
necessarily, but it's like, the feud was interesting. And then we got at Survivor Series that year, we've got the dream team of Dusty Rhodes, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, the Red Rooster, and Tito Santana.
yeah.
And they beat the Enforcers, who were Big Boss Man, Bad News Brown, Rick Martel, and again the Honky Tonk Man, taking L's all over the place. Would you believe that on the Enforcers there was a miscommunication between Bad News Brown and one of his partners, and Bad News Brown walked off. every
That's such
year,
a funny
every
gimmick, dude. That is such a
every
funny
year
gimmick.
that every year Bad News Brown was in the Survivor Series, that's the spot. He never got pinned. He never got submitted. It was always one of his partners, understandably, accidentally hits him, and Bad News Brown is like, "Fuck this shit," and he just leaves.
I love it.
Yeah,
Big fan.
tremendous. So that's kind of the real end of the feud. Is the Dream Team beats the Enforcers, and then before we move on to his next feud, I found from YouTube a merchandise catalog promo with Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire
Yeah.
from early 1990, and I could not stop laughing at this because they've got the WWF hat.
Yep.
Dusty Rhodes is wearing his own t-shirt, which of course you would, but he's like shilling some of these items, and he goes, "You could also get the Ultimate Warrior Suck Cup."
Yeah, he called it a suck cup. Yeah,
And
it's just a cup with a plastic, like, kind of bendy straw. He called it a
yeah,
suck
yeah.
cup.
And he's like, "You can put juice in here. You can put all sorts of things in here, Daddy." And then I was watching it, just going, "Man, I wanted everything that was in this catalog, and everything that they're showing looks like the cheapest
Yeah.
thing. The WWF replica title that they show is made of foam.
Was it
It's like
didn't
it
it wasn't a $1
sucks.
million belt? Or was it just the
No, it
normal
was like
title?
the Intercontinental title or something, but it sucked.
He was
It's
something he said something like, "You can wear this belt and walk around like a champion like all of us do," or something like that.
yeah, it's hilarious. But Ultimate Warrior Suck Cup. So I probably wanted that bad,
That
and
did I caught that one too. I caught
yeah,
that one.
I did want one of those belts, and my mom was just like, I'm not buying you one of
Yeah.
those. We don't got the money for that. So after the Big
Remember
Boss
when we
Man,
went to WrestleMania and there was a guy who was, like, stuck in line for a long ass time because he brought his Money in the bank briefcase thinking that it
yeah,
didn't count as a prohibited, piece of, because 'cause you're not allowed to bring bags in.
right, as a potential terrorist
Yeah,
activity.
and the guy
Yeah,
opens it up, he's just got a belts in there and shit.
I don't know, man. I would have left. What a huge L for that
Oh,
guy.
man, it sucks.
Yeah, it's well, because it's not a clear. I mean, it's not a clear case, so you can't. You have to open it. But then for anything else to be in there, but a replica WWF
I'd
title,
rather there be fucking cocaine in there and
yeah,
a trafficked child than
yeah.
no, it's the US title.
It's actually the retro Intercontinental title.
Oh, damn
If
it.
if you notice the sides, it's from when Kurt Hennig was the champion. He always had a cool belt design. You know what? I'll just leave. You can have it. I'd rather leave. I'd just walk into the ocean. After this, he moves into a feud with the Macho King. And I have to say, look, we're big Randy Savage fans on this podcast.
Yeah.
I love the man. One of my favorite things is Macho Man's commitment to the bit. He becomes the Macho King, which is perfect for him, but then he is always wearing that shitty plastic crown in every single promo, like it's the greatest thing that you could ever wear, you know? The
He's
man was 100% in. I mean, he rides for his hitters. We've well documented.
He rides for his guys, and you are 100% right. If you tell him to do something, or if he decides to do something on camera, he's going to do it 100 goddamn percent. I've never
Yeah.
seen Macho Man not just dive 100% into something.
Yeah.
He's committed, bro.
I mean, he tried to jump on top of the limo that the NWO was escaping in and stayed on it while they drove off. He's a maniac. And they were like, "Here, you're the king. Here's the crown. Like maybe you wear it sometimes." And he's like, "No, brother.
Yeah,
If I
I'm gonna sleep in this fucking thing.
I'm the king." So nobody beats me. So we get a promo from Dusty Rhodes. He calls the Macho King a yellow dog.
Yeah,
You a yellow dog, daddy, for attacking
that's
Dusty
too
Rhodes from
pejoratives.
behind. Yeah, and for attacking Sapphire. and then Sapphire comes in and says she's gonna give Sherry 2 black eyes, essentially, because at this time they have given Dusty Rhodes a manager. If Dusty Rhodes is the common man, then Sapphire, his manager, is the common woman, and they both wear polka dots, and they dance. That's essentially the gimmick. And I believe Sapphire was a trained wrestler. I think she wrestled in like territories
Why is
back in the day.
why is bus driver popping into my head? Was she a bus driver?
She might have been a bus
I feel like
driver,
maybe I'm conflating
but
two wrestling stories or something. Like
yeah, I don't remember. I didn't look up because I know Bruce Pritchard did a whole thing about it. She might have been. I
I
don't
could be
know.
just completely wrong and like mixing two things, but for
But
some
you
reason,
are also right that Dusty Rhodes, it's like, all right, who do we pit him against? We pit him against the corrupt cop. He's the common man. He's standing up against the brutality of the big boss man. Then who thinks they're hot shit and better than everyone? Macho King. He's the king of WWF. Put him up against the common man. We've got something cooking. It's like an easy
100%. Yeah,
story
it's huge.
to tell. I love this Macho King promo because it is completely indicative of how insane Randy Savage is, because he's like, Dusty Rhodes, I've got plans for you, and the plan is there's no plan.
Yeah, and the whole time, Sensational Sherry has some documents in her hand, and
Yeah,
she
documents.
documents, dude. Every time I think of Mitch Hedberg, and she's dancing around. She's zooming around him like a mosquito, making
Yeah.
crazy sounds and looks on her faces. Yes, Sapphire from WWF was a bus slash shuttle driver for wrestlers earlier in her life.
Okay.
Thank God.
So maybe that's why they knew who she was
That
and to
might have been
call
like
her.
how they found her, because
Yeah, yeah,
she was driving wrestlers to arenas in the St. Louis area as a fan for a while.
okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, Sherry's like, I've got dirt. I've got dirt on Dusty Rhodes, and it's in this notebook, but I can't tell you. She's like, Macho King's like, tell me what it is, and she's like, well, I can't tell you, because if we know, then they don't know, and if we know, then they might know what we know, but they don't know right now. And he's like, I like it.
Yeah,
He's
and
just-
Macho King. I think at first Macho King's like, "We're gonna win anyway. Just say it." And
yeah.
and then she goes, "I got the bad stuff. I got the good stuff." And Macho goes, "Well, there is no good stuff." She goes, "Yeah, there is no good stuff."
Yeah. she's trying to yes and him.
Yeah,
She clearly
and he's
hadn't
no-butting
done.
her pretty hard.
Yeah. They clearly didn't take the improv 101 class together before this promo.
That's the only time that Macho doesn't ride with his hitters. It's if they make a stupid point during improv.
Yeah. So you're trying to put him over, only the Macho King gets over.
Yeah.
So at WrestleMania 6, they do have a pretty famous match where it's Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire in a mixed tag against Macho King and Queen Sherry, and this is where Miss Elizabeth returns as the secret weapon for Dusty Rhodes. And you got to imagine Macho King doesn't like that at all.
Oh,
She's been
no.
gone since WrestleMania 5. And
Yeah.
so she comes back, and then they kind of they run this program all summer just in mixed tags around house shows and various things. They didn't have that match on YouTube that I could find, so that's why we didn't watch it. But then we do get the blow off at, again, Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, I did notice that. But Saturday night's main event really carrying this whole program.
We're putting Dusty on set. Well, it makes sense because in my head, I would put Dusty Rhodes 4th on the babyface totem pole for WWF at this point. So like 1 is Hogan, 2 at this point is Warrior, 3 I'm probably slotting Jake the Snake in there. That might be personal bias, but Jake is a huge babyface here. So then 4th you've got Dusty Rhodes. Maybe Rhodes is 3rd. I mean, maybe put him in that position.
And
but
I'm not questioning you because you know more than me. You do put Dusty over Macho Man at this time.
Well, Macho King is a heel. So,
so you're talking.
I'm just talking on the babyface side.
Okay.
So, because like he's above Tugboat, he's
What?
above. Yeah,
You know what sucks is being below Tugboat. You never want to be below Tugboat.
He's above Kerry Von Erich, who's also on this Saturday night's main event. The Legion of Doom have just come in, so maybe as a team they're hotter. But like, Dusty Rhodes, he's a good, like, like B-level babyface here. He's really over. He can cut a promo, but he's just having fun. So they're like, Saturday night's main event. We need to build this out a little bit. We'll put the blow off for this match
And
on
he's
or on
fun and
for this
everybody
feud on
loves him.
here.
Like
Yeah,
he's so over. That's the thing that we haven't really mentioned a whole lot. Like in all of these things, the crowd loves Dusty Rhodes.
yeah. That's you can't take. I mean, regardless of the polka dots, regardless of how they keep trying to put his face in the doo doo, like Dusty Rhodes gets over.
He
He will
transcends
constantly get over.
everything. Like, and
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like somebody who, if somebody didn't know the history of Dusty Rhodes and they just saw in a vacuum what we've watched and they know wrestling a little bit, I don't think they'd I think they'd look at some of it and be like, "Man, this is corny," like all this stuff. But they'd probably
yeah,
see the town. They'd probably be like, "Okay, this guy's a little bit like entertaining or whatever." But they wouldn't get it. You have to kind of
yeah,
know Dusty Rhodes to get it, and for some reason, baby, like he just everybody loves that
yeah.
freaking guy.
Um, this is red and black polka dots, Dusty. This is the best version of the polka dots. If you're gonna put them in polka dots, which I don't suggest that you do, I think this is the best look as far as the polka dots go.
I'm gonna try to find a
Um,
picture of it and put it up. But yeah, I do like
he
them.
he has lost Sapphire at this point because Sapphire had been tempted away by the $1 million man from Dusty Rhodes. So they're kind of concurrently running the end of his Macho King feud into his $1 million man feud. Because
The $1 million man is maybe like I didn't expect to grow such an affinity for the $1 million man.
he's great, man.
It's such a good gimmick, and we're gonna get
Yeah.
into it in a second. Like just the funny ass angles that
Yep.
come from the $1 million man, and one of my favorite things is as somebody who hasn't seen all these things, I'm kind of glad I haven't because I love just hearing his backroom dealings where you're just like, yeah. Sapphire's not hanging out with him because the $1 million man paid her a bunch of money. Like
Yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah.
just like in the background, just fucking being a snake.
He's always up to something, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dusty's also now added a top hat and a poncho, which is definitely decisions from
It's
Dusty. You know, they say that acting is just decisions.
yeah.
And sometimes you make interesting decisions, sometimes you don't. He must have like I'm imagining that summer he took some Vince, Daddy, I gotta take some time off. My boys and ZZ Top are going on tour and they asked me if I will be the bass tech. And he comes back and he's like, This is the look now. What do you think?
This
Trace
is
hombres, bro.
it's very much like it's like a Terry. I'm trying to find a pun with it, but it's very Terry Funk-esque. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like Terry Spunk.
Yeah.
That's what I'd call him. I'd call him Terry Spunk. But
Yeah.
he's got like a magician hat on.
Yeah, there's whatever that decorative part of that hat is bizarre.
It
It's
looks
gotta
like
go.
a eagle's foot. That is
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's an eagle's skeleton foot, which is
He
hilarious.
bought it from a witchy woman in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And then he goes over. Dustin has
Macho
been
King's outfit pretty dope too. We should not glance over Macho King's outfit.
He's a checkerboard. I always forget that Macho Man's cowboy hat era. It always starts sooner than I think it does. My man starts rocking a cowboy hat early.
He's a big cowboy hat guy. Sensational Sherry in this picture. That is Sensational Sherry right there, right? On
That
the
is
left.
Sensational Sherry. Yep.
Quite a tan? Blackface? What's happening here?
I think it's tan. I think it might be coloration on
picture?
the and I think she might be wearing gloves or like lace on her arms.
Because listen, there's nothing wrong with listen. It looks like Whitney Houston or Tina Turner is standing behind Macho King.
She went to Hogan's Guy and got a real tan.
One time, my mom got a spray tan one time and came home Oompa Loompa orange. It was the funniest thing.
Too dialed up.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
see, I think it's outfit.
Okay, she looks a little bit more normal right there. Yeah. Okay, it was probably just the angle. She is tan, but but it was concerning what I was seeing. And I did not remember
she had went to the surface of the sun to get that tan.
Somebody burned Sensational Sherry.
So he does go over and hug Dustin, who has been like soft launched on WWF TV, obviously as Dusty's son. And then again, like this match, Dusty's not taking any bumps. Everything is the lightest sort of it's all smoke and mirrors. Like I was trying to watch to take notes on the wrestling that's happening. And I also remember at this time that basically everyone who worked in WWF was like, those mats are hard as fuck. Like the WWF mats do not give at all at this time.
Yeah.
Um, and the southern wrestling, the ring is a lot softer, like it's more worked so that you can do more stuff. So I don't blame him for that. It's just interesting to watch. In the meantime, Million Dollar Man comes down and buys out the entire front row, which is also hilarious. He's just handing $100 bills to
Yeah.
all of these plants that are in the front row.
During the match, Virgil and Million Dollar Man walk out. And Virgil's just handing people money. Million Dollar Man's handing people money, and they had shown that Dustin Rhodes is sitting in that row.
Yeah. It's almost as if the Million Dollar Man is kind of antagonistic
Yeah,
in his ways.
he's out there to push some buttons, if you will.
Yeah. He's but he can't buy off Dustin. Dustin doesn't take his money, so Dustin's gonna sit there and watch his dad. And Million Dollar Man and Virgil do the thing that is my nightmare, where they sit down in the two chairs right next to Dustin Rhodes. They bought out the entire front row.
Yeah,
But it's all empty, and then they're squished together, which is like one of my worst nightmares.
yeah.
Uh,
If any of our fans see Dusty at the movies and there's an empty seat next to Dusty, mind your business.
yeah, I don't like it. I did that on purpose. Don't. It wasn't accidental that this happened. Savage hits the top rope elbow drop. He's kind of going through the greatest hits while Dusty is distracted because every time Dustin gets up to try to kind of rally his dad, Million Dollar Man grabs him and pulls him back into his seat. Like pretty rough.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody did that to me one time, it's probably something's probably being said.
Yeah, and here's the shot. It's Dustin Rhodes in the middle, flanked by Million Dollar Man and Virgil, empty seats next to him.
I also love that the Million Dollar Man always wears his gauche Million Dollar Man suit to every occasion. Like you got to let him know, you know.
Listen,
Yeah.
you gotta pop out the alligator natives every once in a while.
Yeah, you got to put your ring on their foreheads, you know. I'm in this, not like the rest of you plebes. So Dustin eventually does get sick of it. He starts fighting Million Dollar Man and Virgil, and then they beat him up and they hit him with one of those wooden chairs that are in the front row.
And
That
DiBiase hit him with a nasty clothesline to get him over that railing. Like,
yeah,
basically he gets up and hits Virgil. No, he pushes Million Dollar Man, hits Virgil, and he's looking at Virgil, and Million Dollar Man clotheslines him from behind, like sideways, and swipes him
yeah.
over the thing. He could have really injured that guy. You know what I mean?
And so Dusty goes outside of the ring to try to help and then gets counted out because Macho King's going to take that win if he can get it. So
Well, that's the funny thing, because we've talked about how that nobody ever gets counted out, but this was a quick count out for a guy who's trying to save his son being attacked by the Million Dollar Man.
that's outside of the line. That's outside of the realm of competition, dude.
Yeah,
You
that is
gotta,
true.
yeah.
He's got to let security do their job, you know?
Yeah. Dustin gets busted open, and Dusty is this is good. Dusty Rhodes act. He's yelling, he's going, no,
Yeah.
while he's on the ground
Yeah.
trying to cover his son. And I was like, good. Okay, so this is like a classic Dusty Rhodes can kind of sink his teeth into an angle. Like they've bloodied my son, and they've besmirched my name, and now I got to come kick your ass. That's a real Dusty Rhodes angle.
I love this angle, man. That's why I literally wrote down that's a good angle, because it's like you've got the Macho King thing that everybody wants to watch, but this thing unfolds in the background that they've already kind of hinted at. And what's a more noble cause for the common man, the baby face that everybody loves, than to defend his son, who is just there to cheer on his dad, against the rich oligarch and his indentured servant, basically. How they present this.
Yeah, and then they do an angle which is really cool, where they have Dustin basically challenge Ted DiBiase, and Ted DiBiase is so overconfident that he's like, "I can beat you in under 10 minutes. You don't even have to beat me. You just have to last 10 minutes with me." And Dustin ends up lasting the 10 minutes with him, and then, of course, like, that only furthers the $1 Million Man in his efforts to try to, like, destroy the Rhodes family.
Yeah.
You know, like, so they are doing sort of NWA
Yeah.
style angle here with the way that they're building it. We get a promo with the $1 Million Man who again, he's in the $1 Million suit with the like the money I don't even know what the lapels, I guess,
Yeah.
down the side, but
Yeah.
he's also wearing a cowboy hat, which is
Yeah.
not a bad look for I think Ted DiBiase pulls off a cowboy hat pretty well.
Oh, yeah, he's got strong features for a cowboy hat.
Yeah. The he basically cuts a promo about how Dusty this is where Dusty Rhodes is from and where he lives, and the $1 Million Man would never be caught dead in a place like this, and he's gonna also so he's gonna beat the shit out of Dusty and his son, and then he steps in. Is it okay? So is it cow shit or is it dirt that gets on his boots?
I think
Because I feel like it's cow shit.
I
Is
think
the
the
implication
implication is
right?
that it's doo-doo.
Dude, that could be that's from an 80s soap opera. He's the villain. He's basically Rich Texan from The Simpsons
Look at how
in this
exhausted that
outfit.
horse is. He's like, "I gotta hang out
Yeah.
with Virgil."
Oh, so they've done 10 takes of this. But again, just in that suit, the iconic $1 Million Man suit,
He's even got
hanging
the
out on a
cummerbund.
ranch.
Yeah, it's great,
Yeah,
and I do believe the implication is that it's doo-doo on his shoe.
yeah.
I mean, you got
And so
horses around, like, why would we do dirt when we can do doo-doo, you know?
yeah, he forces Virgil to get down and clean his boots
Yeah.
at the end of this, and then we get a promo from the Rhodes family where Dustin looks like he's terrified to be on camera. Like he was just talking to his dad, and all of a sudden they were like, "Go!" and he like turns, and he's just caught in the headlights. Uh,
Yeah, it does seem like he's like, "This is my time. I get to be
yeah,
on TV with my daddy, and I'm gonna give," but he gives, like, a classic screamy wrestling promo.
yeah.
I mean, he's pissed. He's peeved off.
He's too well, and he's nervous. Dusty's like the bond between a father and son cannot be broken, and then Dustin is kind of trying to do a Dusty impression.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
And he goes, "The blood that runs through my father's body runs deep in my veins, and it's hotter than water," which
Yeah.
is not a like that's not a great promo line. That doesn't mean anything.
Listen, dude, I to quote to
His
to quote the great Hulk Hogan, "It's not hot."
it's not it's not
Yeah,
hot.
I think all wrestlers believe that water is the hottest element on earth. I think is what it
That
is.
you should always expect the water to
Yeah,
be hot.
yeah.
It is a surprise if it is not hot.
I've never seen a
Uh,
wrestler not be surprised that water's not
yeah.
hot, you know?
No, that's not water, that's Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels is hot.
Yeah.
I would I would, and every time that he tried
Fireball.
to every time he tried to drink some of Dusty's whiskey, Dusty would be like, "No, no, no, that's water, you don't want that."
Yeah, that's
Uh,
that's fire water, baby.
yeah. Another
Get some more
iconic
Mountain Dew.
another iconic pay-per-view poster, Royal Rumble 1991. I remember this was from the first WWF magazine I ever bought whenever I was a kid. And I had January 19th, 1991. It's like in my DNA that's when this pay-per-view took place.
Oh, dude,
But
that
it's
is
like
a really good poster.
that one rules.
Here, I'm pulling it up real quick. I see, the Lod. I see Sergeant
Yep,
Slaughter.
you got your guy back there too. Take a look.
Oh, yeah, Tugboat's back there. Hell
Tugboat.
yeah.
Big Boss Man looking awesome, like the way they drew Big Boss Man. Kerry Von Erich, rest in peace. Ultimate Warrior in the vest with the WWF title, looking dope. Like it's a really good poster.
I wonder if Hulk
Uh,
is sad because he looks a little short. Um,
that's from all the leg drops, baby. He
Dude,
dropped
that
them
is
all.
Carrie Von Erich. I didn't
Yeah.
that mostly looks like Carrie Von Erich.
It looks a little melty, but
Yeah, it's
that
a
might
little
be
melted
because of
Carrie Von Erich.
the image search. You
Yeah.
know, it compressed the image. The one from 1992 is also incredible. It's this poster, but it has Jake the Snake with the fucking cobra
Dude,
in the foreground.
I love these
Um,
classic UFC a couple times did, like, cool animated posters, and they used to do them all the
mhm,
time for Pride. I love posters like this. Now they're
yeah,
just gonna do them with AI, and it's gonna look like shit.
yeah, and
It's
from
gonna
the
look like
data center
absolute
where the
shit.
green frog used to be.
Yeah.
Um, this is in Miami, Florida, the Miami Arena, 16,000 people in attendance. Uh, we get the tag match, Ted DiBiase and Virgil versus the Rhodes family.
Mm.
Now, this is the last pay-per-view match for Dusty Rhodes in WWF, and this is the first pay-per-view match for Dustin, kind of a
Oh, that's
crossroads
interesting. Okay.
situation. Yeah.
Oh, by the
Um,
way, Cody hit a double crossroads the other day, when
yeah.
Sami Zayn won the thing. Stupid. I fucking hate it. I hate a double crossroads.
It doesn't make any
It
sense.
looks really stupid. I'm
Yeah,
glad he
yeah.
lost. I'm glad it didn't work. It's very funny that the one guy that it should have hurt, it didn't hurt. I mean, is the guy who won the match because he's the only
Yeah,
one that was in the real crossroads situation. It was just dumb.
that's
Anyway,
Dusty doesn't even bother with the entrance gear now. He's just coming out in the, like, black. He forsook the polka dots.
he's all
"This is my
business.
last night, baby. I'm not putting that fucking polka dots on, baby."
He's all business, man. Is it?
Yeah.
He's
"You
fighting
you
for the
blooded
honor
up
of
my
his family.
son.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna put a poncho on. I'm gonna beat your
My
ass.
my goddamn son."
I'm definitely
So
gonna win this because I should, and that's how the storyline
yeah.
should go.
Yeah, I thought Dustin was decked out pretty good here, like, the red and white vest with the red and white boots, I think looks really cool.
Well, and we've talked about
Um,
this. I love Dustin Rhodes. Like, I understand,
yeah,
I am in no position to say that they shouldn't have done Goldust because Goldust is like a Hall of Fame character and everybody loves him and shit like that. But
yep.
I'm a big fan of just like Texas Dustin Rhodes. You know?
Yeah, just big hoss ass Dustin
Yeah,
Rhodes.
yeah,
Uh, they are running the $1 Million Man Virgil breakup story. That's sort of the through line
yeah.
within this match, with Rowdy Piper like backing Virgil and essentially being like, "You don't have to take this shit, man. A lot of years you've been working for the $1 Million Man. You're telling me you don't have enough money to tell him to fuck off after all this time? Get a different job." You know what I mean? Um, I think Dustin looks pretty good here. And then a spot happens in this match that I was watching where I just went, "God damn it, I love wrestling. It doesn't make any sense, but I love it." And it's the Dusty and Dustin Rhodes doing the ping pong elbows to Ted DiBiase. like
He just
like it's
it
a
just, inexplicably keeps just turning around exactly
yep.
180 degrees and walking right at the other Rhodes guy.
Yep. It's Sideshow Bob into the rakes. It's Buster Keaton ass, whatever you want to say. It's just
Yeah,
Dusty
so
hits him with
just
an elbow. He turns around. Dustin hits him with an elbow. He turns back around. Dusty elbow.
yeah, and
Awesome.
Dustin's the legal man. He's in the middle of the ring. Dusty's in the corner, and he just keeps walking back and forth to each of them.
Yeah.
And Dustin is hitting the arm circles, doing the fucking jive and
Yep.
shit, and just bopping him in the head with the elbows. And then
Uh,
eventually, when he's had enough, he just falls through the middle of the rope and falls to the ground on
yep.
the outside.
It takes a great bump because Million
He
Dollar
does.
Man, great bumps. Dustin misses a knee into the corner and hits his knee against the buckle. The commentators instantly know that he's blown his knee out.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just instantaneously are like, "Nope, nope, every ligament's fucked." We
Oh
know.
man, I've seen this
Uh,
before. That's the
yeah. Oh,
PCL.
he didn't run his knee into the turnbuckle, did he?
Yeah.
That they might as well take him out back like a horse. Just end it at this point. Um, so the heels work over Dustin for a while. Then $1 Million Man picks up Virgil, or I'm sorry, $1 Million Man picks up, I believe it's Dustin, yeah, to have Virgil clothesline him. And when you know it, Dustin moves out of the way. Virgil clotheslines the $1 Million Man, and Brad News Brown is at home doing the fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like,
Yeah.
ah,
I fucking
what?
knew it. They always do
Yeah,
that shit. That's why I don't do team shit anymore.
yeah, walk out on him. That's what I would do.
And it was just very
So
funny because like $1 Million Man, when he gets out of the way, $1 Million Man throws his chin directly in the direction of Virgil. Just like,
yeah,
all
yeah.
right, I know I'm getting clothesline
Yep.
now.
He's and then instead, I mean, they recover pretty quick. Virgil's apologetic. $1 Million Man doesn't care. He starts beating the shit out of Virgil
Yeah.
and throws him out of the ring. And then Dusty gets the hot tag and then hits his comeback, but then he misses an elbow in the corner. $1 Million Man rolls him up for the win. like you said, in classic wrestling terms, probably the dad who's been aggrieved and son who's been bloodied should win this match, but
Yeah.
they've got a bigger fish to fry
It's
in the fact that the $1,000,000 Man wins this match.
it's tough
So,
it's tough to beat a man's son's ass, a babyface's son's ass, and then
yeah,
also beat the man afterward.
yeah. That's you get no reprisal.
Especially now that I'm hearing that
I was
it was Dusty's last pay-per-view
yeah,
match.
I was right for beating your son's ass then. I'm right for beating your ass now.
Yeah,
That's
listen,
yeah.
Dusty, you win on Saturday night's main event.
But
We move over to the Royal Rumble.
when people are putting the money down, show you're looking at the lights, daddy. How about that?
Yeah.
Um, so now the Rhodes leave because their part of this is done. But the $1,000,000 Man starts berating Virgil, yelling at him, and telling him that he needs to forcing him essentially to be like, put my $1,000,000 belt on me. You know what time it is. I won this match. You're my manservant, you know, and
Yeah,
Virgil is milking the reaction and then finally throws the belt down and the crowd goes crazy. To be fair, like Virgil is unfortunately, I believe, rest in peace to
yeah,
Virgil,
he
right?
died in
Yeah, yeah,
2024. Yeah,
yeah.
but
Not the
colon
greatest wrestler.
cancer, I believe.
Ooh, that's a bummer.
Yeah,
The not the greatest wrestler in the world. However, they ran this angle so well. Huge reaction when he throws the $1,000,000 belt down.
yeah,
And then so then DiBiase not really thinking. I think it's one of those like evil villain things that I always love where it's like, all right, your guy's starting to rebel against you. Clearly he's upset. So let me point out the trump card of if you don't do the shit I say, your mom is going to live in abject poverty.
yeah,
And that should snap a guy who's real mad at me already right back in line that I'm threatening his mom. Uh and
yeah.
so finally, Virgil hits him with the $1,000,000 belt. Rowdy Piper's ecstatic. The crowd goes crazy. We are not following that story currently, so we end it there. But this match got 1 1/4 stars from old Dave Meltzer.
I coulda went to
I,
2, but I'm not splitting hairs.
I think that's the thing is I was almost gonna apologize to you for how shitty the match quality of all of these matches are because I did not remember that. I did not recall that, but I'm like, that my now I've had time to think about it. I'm of two minds, which is one, the WWF is not the NWA. They do not wrestle that style. They do not require the amounts of blood and effort that the NWA was built on,
Yeah,
right? So like it's a different style. Two, Dusty's going up there to have fun. He knows he can get over from just all the other ancillary shit that he's doing. He doesn't have to work like crazy, like he's working against Flair or anything, because he's not in contention for the belt. He's not in contention to be the top star. He could just sort of not saying that he coasted, but he could sort of just enjoy being in a position where it's not on his shoulders, you
that's not
know.
what these matches were for, man. Like,
No, it's
if you're number 4, just give the people a good show, enjoy
yeah,
themselves.
this is
Like,
pure sizzle, baby. He's watching Hacksaw Jim Duggan being like, "Well, I can do that."
yeah,
Like, I just go out there, dance, hit the elbows, you know,
the
everybody
matches
goes
were
home
great,
happy.
but they were 8 minutes long.
Right.
I think the longest match we watched was like 12 minutes. And that included ancillary stuff. Is probably more like 10.5 minutes or 9.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's all of these matches. The worst of these matches was better than the Hulk Hogan run in the mid to late 90s. Like,
Right, and he's not on top. He's
yeah,
it's there it
yeah,
might stink. Honky Tonk Man versus Dusty Rhodes is not ever gonna win match of the year, but it's 3rd on the card, you know, and
100%.
people loved it. It's getting all the reactions. So, the reason Rhodes is gone is because or WCW was in dire straits in 1991. They called Dusty and offer him the book again. It's flipped all the way back around where they were sick of Dusty's booking by the end of 88, but by the beginning of 91 they need him back, and so he goes back to being an executive at Turner, and it's essentially the end of his like full-time in-ring career is the end of this run in WWF.
Okay.
He comes back and he does some more stuff, and of course, Dustin follows him, but Dusty wanted him to stay. I think Dusty asked Vince to like, "Hey, can Dustin keep Dustin here, and you can make him a star." And Vince told him, "No, he can go with you, and you can train him and get him over, and then whenever I'm ready to make him a star, I'll just bring him
Yeah.
back."
Then
And
I'll
that's
then I'll
exactly
make him. I'll make a bunch of money off of him in like 5 years.
yeah, that which is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So, but a sort of byproduct of Rhodes going back to WCW is that he and Flair sort of butt heads in whenever he comes back. And that's part of the reason that he leaves to go to WWF, which is not a thing that I think I knew. I knew he was having problems with Jim Herd, but I didn't realize that him and Dusty were bumping heads. So that's according to Wikipedia. So who
Okay.
knows? But I
Okay.
do know that Dusty was the head of the booking committee, so he might have been getting the stupid ass things that Jim Herd was demanding and being the guy who had to relay it to Flair.
Yeah.
You know, look, Daddy, we're gonna change your name to Spartacus.
Yeah.
It is what is gonna happen.
It
But
unfortunately has been decided.
yeah, listen, Daddy, I don't love it, but they also let me create this new thing called the Battle Bowl, Daddy,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you want to be around for the Battle Bowl.
It's gonna be pretty
Um,
sweet. Also, I got polka dots over.
Yeah. Yeah, you could go there and be the top guy, daddy. All right, so I wanted to look at the weekend of SummerSlam '89 at the box office, Dusty Rhodes' pay-per-view debut. At number 1, we've got a beloved star from the two of us and a movie that I think we both really enjoy. I'm really happy about it, and a movie that I think Dusty Rhodes could have played the lead character in.
Uncle Buck?
We got a we got Uncle Buck, dude. Hell yeah, hell yeah. To go
Dusty
go
Rhodes could
down.
have definitely been the guy in Uncle Buck.
Here's a quarter. Go down to the shipyard and have a rat and all that off your face, daddy.
Have you
A
ever heard of a
child is
ritual
supposed to be
killing?
whimsical.
Have you ever heard of a
Uh,
ritual killing?
oh, that's right. Whenever he's confronting the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Uh, well, actually, Sarah and I rewatched that recently because she had never seen it. Uncle Buck, pretty good, dude.
Dude,
Holds up pretty well.
there's some moments, man. There's definitely some when
It's
he wakes up and coughs for like 20 seconds, it's so
yeah.
funny.
When he
And when he
breaks
answers
down
the
that
phone
door
and he's
with
like
the
trying to talk and she's screaming at him, and he's like, "What's it?
yep.
What it? Oh."
Does he have a chainsaw when he breaks down the door with the boyfriend, or is it
Yeah,
a
I think he has a
like a
chainsaw, but I haven't
drill
seen
or
that movie in
something?
like 15
Yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah. And he's like backlit and it's all red. It's
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Um, some other notable ones on here. We got When Harry Met Sally, great movie.
Good movie, yeah. Like
Into
that one.
that. Lethal Weapon 2, Diplomatic Immunity. Have you ever seen Lethal
I've
Weapon
seen
2?
parts of some Lethal
Yeah,
Weapons.
yeah.
I don't know if I've seen a full Lethal Weapon before.
That's the one that gave me the wrong idea about what diplomatic immunity meant. Doesn't but turns out it doesn't mean you can just kill whoever you want and they can't do anything about it.
Well, I mean,
Um,
that's that might be the case now still,
yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah. Depending on when this episode comes out.
Yeah.
Number 6, just a good old fashioned. They don't make them like this anymore. Simpler time. You could just make a movie about a cop and his dog, who's his partner, Turner and
Turner and
Hooch.
Hooch. Yeah, dude.
We've
Hell
got,
yeah. I
yeah.
liked that movie when I was younger. I liked Turner and
Oh, it's
Hooch.
awesome. What's not to love? Tom Hanks and a dog
Yeah.
going on adventures. Hilarious.
I also liked
Um,
Fletch when I was younger.
yeah, Fletch is good.
Yeah.
Fletch Lives, not very good,
I don't
but
know if I saw
Fletch
that.
good. Number 8 is of course the Batman, the goddamn Batman, that like reset what movies do, the Michael Keaton movie.
First
Uh,
Keaton?
First Keaton.
Yeah.
I was reading, do you know the deal that Jack Nicholson got on Batman?
I'm
Like
sure my brother has told me in the past, but I don't know what the
he got a piece of merchandise for the Joker forever. Like he gets some percentage of any Batman movie. Like I looked it up, it's
Heath
insane.
Ledger made that guy so much money.
Yeah, like if even though it's not even if it's for stuff that it's not for the movie he's in, he gets a piece of the merchandising, which is incredible.
That's
And
good for him.
then at number 10, another movie that I assume we both loved as children that has a scene in it that did scar me. It was terrible at the time, made me cry. Uh, Pour out one for the ant in your front yard. It's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Uh, that poor ant. He was brave. He tried to defend those kids from that scorpion, that dastardly scorpion. Uh,
I don't know. I mean, I definitely saw the money in the movie, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't remember much of it, to be honest.
And if I was on this podcast with your brother, I'm sure we would talk about A Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Child, but I don't I'm not equipped to have that discussion. I don't know that I've seen
I
that
saw
one.
Dream Warriors.
Yeah, nope, that's a different one. That's
I'm
989.
looking at about low end 50 million, high end 90 million that Jack has made off of the Joker so
Yeah,
far. And
that's
they're saying
incredible.
200 million adjusted for inflation, but I don't know if that is accurate.
Yeah, to do nothing. To
Yeah.
just have been I mean, he was the Joker in the original movie,
Well, and he's a
iconic,
part of the
but
reason that the Joker's popular now, so I understand why he would negotiate for that, you
yeah.
know?
Um, but that's fun. And then of course the on the other end, the musical end, Batman is also dominating because the Prince soundtrack for
Yeah.
Batman is number one and has been number one for 4 weeks. Bat Dance, incredible.
Yeah. You can't
the
beat the Bat
so
Dance.
no, can't beat the Bat Dance. Other stuff, Milli Vanilli, who was recently in the news, are about to have their album come out. Girl, you know it's true. Um, We've got New Kids on the Block on here. Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. Hell yeah. For
I w
1989.
I was a big New Kids on the Block guy when I was younger.
Oh, okay. You're hanging tough with
I'm
Donnie
hanging tough,
and,
dude. Please
and
don't go, girl. I
not
was a big
not
Joey
a
McIntyre guy, dude.
yeah, not a thing that I know, unfortunately. I
My
can't
sister
riff
had
with
a
you on that
VHS
one.
that she wore
I,
out, and I like I listen. I'm not. This is not one of the things that because like the Spice Girls. I know the Spice Girls because my sister liked the Spice Girls.
right.
New Kids off the on the Block. My older sister liked New Kids on the Block, and I also liked New Kids on the Block.
Right. Not a problem. We both like New Kids on the Block.
Yeah,
So
big
that's it
Jordan
for this
Knight
week.
guy, but I think I was a
I
bigger. Anyway.
Uh, so yeah, so this was an interesting rewatch for me because I'm like, I think I'm so brain coded about the ring work of wrestling now because that's what mostly dominates the talking points these days. So it
Yeah.
was fun to go back and just see like 10,000 characters. Everybody's a character on this show.
Oh yeah,
On
dude.
on the stuff that we watched and like again, like you said, none of these guys were great in the matches we watched. Dusty Rhodes, Big Boss Man, Macho King, Ted DiBiase, all those guys can work. All those
Yeah.
guys are great wrestlers. But, you know, none of these matches are gonna blow you away, but it's just fun to see Dusty Rhodes fully committing to his, you know, to his silliness, essentially.
Yeah, 100%.
Um
And it just putting that guy in the Honky Tonk Man, just putting that guy in the ring with all these just weird ass job characters, not
yeah,
jobber, but you know what I mean, job.
yeah.
Like they didn't. I guess they're not jobs. Just I guess Boss Man is a job character, but Honky Tonk Man, I guess being a country singer is a
Being
job.
a honky tonk man, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Being the macho king is a job, being the king is tough, you know?
that is true.
So,
That
yeah,
is true.
yeah, and it's just funny to think if it were, like, a couple years later, it'd be like Dusty Rhodes versus Skinner or versus the Repo Man, you know, so you kinda hit it right at the right moment of the gimmick being as good as the other gimmicks that were around him to work with.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that's it for this week. Thank you to everybody who listens. Obviously, we appreciate it. Like Andrew said at the top, if you could hit that YouTube, give us some comments, you know, help boost the show. We appreciate it. We'll be back again next week, baby, because the American dream, it lives on.
Happy birthday,
And
America.
that's a fact.
American dream.